Adventure. I have always considered myself adventurous. Growing up in Maine afforded me many opportunities to explore the beautiful landscape of the state, such as camping in the deep woods, boating, water skiing, kayaking, tubing, and swimming in its many cool lakes, hiking the many wondrous mountains, whale watching off the beautiful coastline, and snowmobiling and ice skating in the winter. My family, my parents, and my 3 brothers do a lot of outdoor activities. How can you not when you live in Maine? When I was searching for a college, I knew I wanted to attend a college that would provide me many opportunities to continue exploring. When I was accepted into the NUN program at Northeastern University, I had no idea what exactly that would mean. I knew that traveling abroad was something that I wanted to do, but was not sure I was ready to do this my first semester of college. I was nervous, but I knew that this was an opportunity of a lifetime that I just couldn't pass up. This new chapter in my life consisted of many firsts. I have never flown before, so this was my very first time on a plane. Entering Logan Airport in Boston was overwhelming and a bit intimidating, but I was excited. After conquering my first flight, I felt like I was ready for anything. I finally reached my destination, Thessaloniki, Greece, this place I would call my home for the next 3 months. The culture and locals were different from anything I was expecting. From enormous flea markets on the weekends to walking the never-ending boardwalk, I was in a culture that was completely different from what I was used to, but I loved it. The food. I was not prepared for the dramatic food differences. From eating an enjoyable muffin and treats at Maraschino's in Greece, to eating the most delicious pizza in Italy, to eating escargot on the streets of Paris, to drinking the tasty tea in London, I can say I've experienced many types of local food. While here I did attend school. I spent the past 3 months studying at the American College of Thessaloniki. As well as going to school, I volunteered with 3 other NUN students at Melissa Orphanage. The girls at the orphanage always look forward to these visits on Wednesdays. We taught them about our American culture by demonstrating the types of foods we cook, the various games we play in America, as well as introducing them to our American crafts. Though we were there to teach them about our lifestyle in the United States, they taught us more about their culture and language than we did of ours. My time at the orphanage was well spent, and I was sad to see it end. It will be an experience that I will forever remember, and it has inspired me to volunteer with kids back home in the United States. I had many opportunities that were presented to me while abroad. I witnessed the beautiful sunsets on the beaches of Halkidiki and experienced the sights of the Parthenon in Athens. I also hiked up Mount Olympus and conquered it to its very top. I saw the spectacular sights of Zeus's throne. I even walked along its edge. I love reading Greek mythology, and this was definitely a dream come true for me. On top of Mount Olympus, I found myself above the clouds. Being that high was so spectacular and gave me such an amazing sensation. It took my breath away and still does when I recall those moments of being up there. I have hiked many mountains back in my home state of Maine, but this was truly an experience that I will treasure forever. Nothing can compare to experience the feat of this mountain. I view this incredible achievement of reaching the top of Mount Olympus as a symbol as to how I will tackle and handle the many challenges that come into my life. Since being in Greece, I have already faced such challenges head-on and have successfully overcome them. I know that if I set my mind to doing something, there is nothing that I cannot achieve. Challenges make me a stronger person for having faced them. Studying abroad also provided me the opportunities to explore other neighboring countries. On my fall break, I visited the sites of Florence and Venice, where I experienced my first gondola ride, my first real Italian pizza, which I had for nearly every meal possible, and visited Rome, where I saw the Pantheon for the first time. I also was so fortunate to explore the many unbelievable sights of Paris. I have always wanted to go to Paris, but never in a million years did I think I would have been given this great opportunity at such an early age. Viewing the majestic Eiffel Tower in person was something that will leave an indelible mark on me. It was truly impressive. And finally, I traveled to London. London was quite a memorable place for me. Unfortunately, I began feeling ill there. I have never felt so sick in my life. I wanted to enjoy the sights of London and was able to muster up the strength to view the Buckingham Palace, Big Ben, and the London Eye. I love seeing the double-decker buses and the red telephone booths. These images you see in magazines, but I saw them in person. But my illness soon overcame me. I didn't want to ruin the trip for my friends, so I concealed the fact of how sick I really felt. Eventually, I could no longer hide it from them, and they brought me to a nearby hospital, the Princess Alexandra Hospital, another first, being a patient in an England hospital. I was admitted and eventually was placed in their critical care unit. I do not mind telling you that this was not a first that I ever wanted to experience, but here I was, alone in a strange hospital, in a foreign country, and critically sick. Being scared had a whole new meaning for me. My mom flew from Maine to be with me, a feeling I will never forget when I saw her face at my bedside. I was so grateful for her presence. My mom and I have always been close, but this experience has made me value her even more. I became aware right then and there that this was what unconditional love truly means. I am so blessed and grateful to have her as my mom. Even though I was very sick, I appreciated the kindness that I encountered along the way by their medical staff. When I was all alone in the emergency room, as my friends left to catch their flight back to Greece, the nurses held my hand and comforted me in my deepest times of despair. I will never forget the many painful procedures that I endured while being a patient there. But what stays at the forefront of my thoughts were many doctors and nurses who became like family to me. Their kindness left a lasting impression, one that I will bring into my future medical career, and one which I know will make me a better healthcare provider. I have learned so much about myself from this experience in Greece. But what I have learned most is that I can overcome any adversity that I encounter. You just have to believe in yourself, trust others to assist you along the way, and never be afraid to go out of your comfort zone. The world is your oyster. You have to just go out there and grab it.